Welcome to the first segment of On the Scene with Miss Green. My first guest is my teammate, defensive specialist, Caroline Dadowski. Caroline, thank you for joining us.
It's an honor to be in your presence, really.
Stop it. Okay, let's just go ahead and get started. So, what would you say is the best thing about being a twin?
I'd have to say the best thing is always having a best friend. I mean, I've been with her every day my whole life, so, we have a really close connection, and it's really fun to be around.
So, are you implying that people who don't have twins don't have best friends?
No, they have best friends. It's just, I was blessed with a best friend, and, you guys have to
look
try
for one.
Yeah, you have to search, yeah.
I'm still looking. What would you say is the worst thing about having a twin?
The worst thing would probably be, I understand people are going to get us mixed up when they say, like, oh, it's the same thing. It's not the same thing. We're different people.
Can you give an example?
An example would be, like, if a coach says, hey, Laura, go to middle back. And I'm like, oh, I'm Caroline. And they're like, it's the same thing.
Wow, that must be a rough life. I'm sorry. So let's get on to more important questions. So what is it like playing with me?
Oh, it's an honor playing with you, first of all. But the first thing I like is that you speak your mind. You don't, if someone needs to be put in their place, Mara will be the one to do it. And also, you just had surgery over the summer. So it's a really big inspiration to see, how you fought back and you're playing even just a couple months after surgery.
You're about to make me tear up. Please
Oh, don't do that.
Stop it. Okay. Well, moving on, what's it like to play for the coaches, CP, GoCon, and the new addition, Coach Mack?
It's really nice to see the dynamic that they have. CP, he kind of is in charge of everything, handles the scheduling. GoCon and Coach Mack are more hands-on in practice. And what I like, Coach Mack fits in. He's really funny, but he knows when to be serious. So it's really nice to see how they work together.
I personally like how he has random inspirational quotes that he likes to throw in there.
Yeah.
I like that about Coach Mack. So you are a Northerner.
I am,
From Pittsburgh.
Yes.
What would you say makes Pittsburgh so great?
All the sports. Everyone in the city is behind all of the sports, even though, they don't always have winning seasons. Like the Pirates, for example, this year is the first time they've made the playoffs in my entire lifetime.
Wow.
But the whole city has always supported them, so that's nice. And also, great food, great weather, all 4 seasons. It's really nice.
Does every other place in the world not experience all 4 seasons?
Other places do, but Pittsburgh gets a nice equal balance of all 4.
Okay. So since you have been with FSU Volleyball a year and a half, correct?
Yes.
What would you say is a hilarious moment that stands out to you?
Every single day something really funny happens. So just this past weekend we went on the Freedom Trail in Boston, which was a lot of fun, but there was a moment when we lost CP. We had no idea where he was, and so Coach Mack was just like, oh, let's just keep going. So, we stuck to the Pirate Code.
Which is?
One part of it, if someone falls behind, they're left behind. We just kept moving and hoped that he would catch up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he catch up? Do we
He
have
did.
a coach?
He did, yes.
He's not in Boston?
He's not in Boston,
He's
yeah,
here.
he made it back,
All
yeah.
right.
He caught up somehow. I don't know how, but.
All right, sounds good. So, what are you studying? What is your major?
I'm in communication sciences and disorders. Well, I'm on the path to get into the major, and it's helping people with learning or speech impediments and hearing impairments, and helping them to communicate with others. So
This sounds it's so
fun.
sweet.
Oh,
It's so
thank
nice.
you, thank you.
She's such a helpful person. I love that about her. So, what goals do you have for yourself as a student athlete?
Every day I just try to get better, and one of the things that I personally do is just try to beat out my sister and everything, because we're pretty equal. So every time that I do better than her in something, I always feel good about
Pat on the
myself.
back?
Yeah, a little pat on the back.
Actually, I don't understand. I don't have a twin
You
sister.
don't have a twin, no?
I don't have a twin brother either.
Oh, I thought you did.
Eldest. I'm the eldest.
Oh.
So, do you have a favorite dance?
I do. It doesn't really have a name. It's just like a little jig.
Just a little jig?
Yeah, just kind of
Oh, wow.
kick my feet out.
So I've always wondered what it was like when you would break it down on the court.
Yeah, Laura always tries to copy it. It doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work at all. No.
The whole twin thing.
Yeah, I'm better.
Understand. So would you say that there's a particular quote that stood out to you that one of the coaches said at one point or another?
It's GoCon says this all the time. It's not really anything really profound, but if you're having a bad day, and you know you're not having the best practice, and you just hear Gokhan say, "Hey, good job, buddy," and like give you a little high five. It puts you in the best mood. You know,
Yes.
it really cheers you up. You think, "Oh, things are okay. You know, I am doing good," and yeah, it just lightens my day.
Well, Caroline, I'm so glad that you were able to join us for our first segment
Me too.
on the scene with Miss Green. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me, Mara.
No problem. And we'll see you next time. Welcome to another segment of On the Scene with Miss Green. Today we have junior setter Sarah Wickstrom. Hello, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna get started talking about something that you love to do, surfing. Tell me, how did you get into surfing?
You know, I just kind of grew up next to the beach and everyone did it. My cousins are doing it, so thought I'd give it a try and been doing it ever since.
Wow. So have you ever gotten into any surfing accidents, anything like that?
No, I've avoided all that. Got a couple of cuts and bruises, but avoided the sharks. Haven't been on Shark Week, so I think I'm good.
Avoided Jaws?
Yeah.
I feel you, girl. Do what you do.
The huge.
All right, so you're a junior now. Tell us about your time here at FSU. How's that been?
It's been pretty unreal. I mean, coming in as a freshman, we won the ACC, went to the Final Four. Couldn't have asked for anything better than that. And won the ACC again the next year, and hopefully to make it a 3-time this year. And yeah, so we'll see.
All right, sounds good. So being a setter, you don't get much glory when your hitters get a kill. Like even defensive specialists and liberos, they get a lot of glory for getting an amazing dig. What's it like dealing with that?
I mean, that's not my, I don't know. I think it's fine. I mean, you guys, I want to get the hitters their glory, and I know I did my job if they get a kill, so that's all.
All right, that sounds good. So what would you say is the hardest thing about being a setter?
The hardest thing to keeping the hitters satisfied. They always got something to say. I know you have something to say, you need it a little quicker, but I don't know. I think that could be the hardest thing, but it's fun working with them.
Hey, you know what? You do a great job, though.
Thank
You do
you.
a fantastic job. So, you know, more importantly, like you're a great setter, and your opinion is very much valued. And in saying this, what do you enjoy most about setting me?
Wow. Just when you get those kills, it just brings chills to my, just my soul, and it just that makes everything. I just love setting you.
Stop it. Actually, keep going.
Okay, well, I just
Okay, no, stop it.
So, okay.
All right, so moving on. Do you have any phobias?
Phobias? I don't think so. I don't.
Have you seen Gokhan upset?
Yeah, actually, I have that.
We'll mark that down as one.
Okay, yeah.
All right, excluding myself, who would you say is the best singer on the team?
Okay, yes, you're out of the equation.
I'm out of it.
Okay. Well, who sings the most, I would say, is Nicole. So that could put her at the top. I mean, she's always singing. It's kind of might plug my ears a couple times. But
Oh yeah, I feel you.
I guess she'd have to.
She gets a little excited.
A little bit.
Yeah. One Direction.
Oh, don't bring them up, please.
We'll move on from that. So who would you say is the funniest player on the team?
The funniest? Well, there's this one girl. I like her alter ego a little better. But I guess you could be it. Just I like when you do your other side better.
Girl, you talking about my ghetto side?
Oh,
you
there
talking
it
about my
is.
ghetto side? Okay, let's bring it back.
Okay, anyways.
All right. So if you could be a certain age forever, what would it be? You don't want it to be too old because you don't want wrinkles.
no, but-
You're in the sand a lot, sun.
okay.
So
Yeah, that's gonna come quick.
think carefully.
We'll stick to maybe 25. I think that's a good year. A couple years out of college, maybe. Seems pretty fun. We'll see when I get there, but we'll stick with that age.
All right, sounds good. Well, Sarah, thank you for joining me in this segment of On the Scene with Miss Green. We will see you next time.
Thank you.